questions that were never asked. I'm going to read out some of the pointers which we feel, Swapnil, and you can add into that. Feel free to come in. Big day at the CBI office because 4 or 5 key people, in fact, all key suspects and witnesses are right now at the CBI office. We will show the different pictures of them coming in. Last night, by the way, Swapnil, last night Republic TV threw 25 questions to Siddharth Pitani, who was in the house. Siddharth Pitani, Dipesh Sawant, Samuel Miranda, we told you also, you were there when we broke the story, Swapnil. We told you that they have confessed to the CBI that people came inside the house, left with 8 hard disks. Digital evidence was cleaned up. We questioned Siddharth Pitani on that. We have that entire sequence. And Siddharth Pitani said, yes, whoever came, I have given the names to the CBI. He said, I've given the names to the CBI, which confirms a big hint that yes, people came in. And yes, those names are with the CBI.
Great. Yeah, that's in fact, that really adds to the story. And Siddharth Pitani now, what I'm sure the CBI has got one of its trump cards up its sleeve. I'm sure the best thing to do would be to make Rhea or Sandeep Singh or somebody whom they find the most key person an approver. Once you make them an approver, then the things start tumbling out of the closet faster. In this case, we'll gain closure much faster than what you and I may think. So if they do that, whether it's Pitani or anybody whom they think, because they would have gleaned all the information so far by now, and once they do that, then the trajectory is much smoother. And I'm glad that I'm sure rather that the CBI would be looking at all the Republic TV footage so far of everything, and they must have kept that in mind. They may not show that to them, or they may perhaps, you never know, especially if they find that there was some sort of an inconsistency, if they say something different to CBI, and then say, look, what you said to Republic TV, so that is something which they will keep it in mind, or they must be having it ready, because they, they would be fully prepared before they call Rhea Chakraborty and the likes, for grilling. So one can expect a very long, excruciating grilling, in my opinion, on all possible questions that can start right from the time that she entered his life. And trust me, it's not a very happy day, when you're sitting in that kind of a box or whatever the chair it is before the Central Bureau of Investigation, when you know that these guys have the power to not send you home as well and to detain you right there and then. So, they have a wider amplitude, trust me, than the state police. So, I'm just waiting now. And once again, through your channel, I appeal to the CBI, if they already have not done that, please ensure that there is not a single flight risk of anybody who is a key person in this case. That is crucial.
All key suspects are in, all key suspects. And those named by the CBI in the FIR filed after the family intervened. Rhea Chakraborty is at the CBI being questioned. Shovik Chakraborty at CBI being questioned. Siddharth Pitani at CBI being questioned. Neeraj, the cook, at CBI being questioned. He said that he saw Pitani cut off that cloth with which allegedly they claimed Sushant was hanging. There are so many inconsistencies on that. Siddharth Pitani, in fact, contradicts himself in different interviews. And then he also makes that claim about people coming in. And also present inside the CBI headquarters as we speak is Samuel Miranda, someone who was asked to go silent completely. Someone who was asked to go silent by the Mumbai police, according to Republic investigation. I'm going to go to Prakash now while I stay with those pictures. Prakash, I'm showing those pictures of Rhea Chakraborty at the CBI. Very angry at the media, very angry at the media that she won't take questions from. And she's elbowing the window in anger when those questions are being asked across the window.
Niranjan, she's elbowing the window just because there are no friendly media present there, and Republic Media Network crew is present there, and they're asking uncomfortable questions outside the DRDO office in Mumbai, because we have asked them 100 questions which were not asked by the friendly media from Rhea Chakraborty, especially what happened on 8th of June when she left the residence of Sushant Singh Rajput. She very carefully narrated the whole story, saying that putting the blame on and onus on Sushant Singh Rajput that he asked me to leave. But the question is, why did he ask you to leave? Did you do anything uncomfortable for him that he asked you to leave the residence? So there must be some story behind it which Rhea Chakraborty is apparently hiding, and there was no cross-questioning done by the friendly media. And I hope the CBI will certainly be asking those questions. What did you do to Sushant Singh Rajput that he was forced to ask you to leave? You must have committed something that he asked you to leave, or rather, as he is portraying, or maybe Sushant Singh Rajput may not have asked him to leave, because there was a planned organized crime that was happening for the past 1 year, as alleged by the family members. Now, coming back to the second point, she very carefully also narrated the fact which the friendly media, Niranjan, agreed also, that Sushant Singh Rajput was a drug addict. But as a matter of fact, she said that she hasn't taken any drugs as of yet, but the chat since 2017, because she met Sushant Singh Rajput in 2019 April, shows that she was in contact with a drug peddler. And what my sources say, that she drinks, she smokes, she consumes drugs for sure, and but she is lying, and she says that she is not lying, but she is vilifying Sushant Singh Rajput. And one point in time she says that she loved Sushant Singh Rajput, and that is her auqat, that she loves Sushant Singh Rajput, and Sushant Singh Rajput loved her, but not Sushant never liked his family members. That's all rubbish. I want to say that this is all rubbish, and this is a portrayal of the friendly media